In previous classes, we had discussed about the trigonometry ratios and allied angles. Today, we are going to discuss about compound angles. First, we know about the compound angles and the application of compound angles. First, we know that what are compound angles. If A and B and C are some any angles, if A and B and C are any angles, then we can define A plus B, we can define B plus C, we can define A plus B minus C. In such way, if we add or subtract A, B, C in different form, then this type of algebraic sum of two or more angles are called compound angles. So, what is compound angle? That is, compound angle is the sum of two or more angles. Do you understand? Compound angles is the sum of two or more angles. Now we discuss some basic formula of compound angles. First formula is sine of A plus B. Sine of A plus B, which is sine A cos B plus cos A sine B. Sine of A minus B. Sine A cos B minus cos A sin B. Here A greater than B. Now cos of A plus B. Cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. Then cos of A minus B, which is cos A cos B plus sin A sin B. In this case, there is no limitation of A and B. In this case, we mention that A is greater than B. But if in this case A greater than B or B greater than A, if suppose B greater than A holds, if suppose B greater than A holds, then we can write cos of B minus A is equal to cos of minus A minus B. As in the previous class we discussed the absorption property of cos theta, which is cos of minus theta is equal to cos of theta. We have discussed cos of minus theta is equal to cos theta. That is the absorption property of cos. So, if cos of B minus A, we can common minus from B minus A, which will be cos of A minus B. So, cos of B minus A is equal to cos of A minus B. Now, tan of A plus B, which is tan A plus tan B by 1 minus tan A tan B. Tan of A plus B is equal to tan A plus tan B by 1 minus tan A tan B. Tan of A minus B, which is tan A minus tan B by 1 plus tan A tan B. Now, if sine of a plus b into sine of a minus b. These are the basics formula of compound angles. Now we use some formulas of compound angle with the help of this basic formula. Sine of a plus b into sine of a minus b, which will be sine a cos b plus cos a sin b into sine a cos b minus cos a sin b. That is a plus b into a minus b, which is a square minus b square, which is sin square a cos square b cos square a sin square b. Now we replace cos square b by 1 minus sin square b. And this cos square a replaced by 1 minus sin square a. So this one and this one of it. So we get sin square a minus sin square b. We can replace sin square a. First, you note down that sin of a plus b into sin of a minus b is equal to sin square a minus sin square b. If we replace sin square a by 1 minus cos square a and sin square b by 1 minus cos square b, then this formula is cos square b minus cos square a. Now, using this formula, we get another result, which is if we calculate cos of a plus b into cos of a minus b, which will be cos a cos b minus sin a sin b cos a cos b sin a sin b. Again, this is in the form a minus b into a plus b, that is a square minus b square. Cos a cos b treat as a, sin b treat as b. This will be cos square a cos square b minus sin square a sin square b. Now we replace cos square a cos square b 1 minus cos square a 1 minus cos square b. So minus 1 minus plus cos square b minus plus cos square a minus cos square a cos square b. So this and this omit. Cos square b minus 1 minus cos square a. We can write this minus 1 minus minus plus minus cos square A minus plus minus plus. Okay, so cos square B minus sin square A. Now with the help of the formula of basic formula of compound angles, we can find some unknown value like sin 75. So here we replace 75 by 45 plus 30. You know the value of 45 and 30, sin 45 and 30. Actually, this unknown value is the sum of some standard known value. We have the value of sin 45 and sin 30, cos 45 and cos 30, which are the standard angle. So, sin 45, cos 30, cos 45, sin 30. This will be 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2, 1 by root 2, and which will be root 3 plus 1 by 2 root 2. If we evaluate the value of tan 15, then this 15 can be replaced by 45 minus 30. We have the standard angle of 45 and 30. Like previous example, we can use the formula of tan A minus B, which is tan A minus tan B by 1 plus tan A tan B. We have tan 45 is equal to 1 by root 3, 1 plus 1 by root 3, which will be root 3 minus 1 by root 3 plus 1. Okay, now now I am going to the application of tan of A plus B to find cot of A plus B. Tan of A plus B, with the help of tan of A plus B, we can make the formula of cot of A plus B. So cot of A plus B, we can write here 1 by tan of A plus B, which will be tan A plus tan B by 1 minus tan A tan B, which will be 1 minus tan A tan B by tan A plus tan B. So cot of A plus B is equal to 1 minus tan A tan B by tan A plus tan B. You can write this tan A tan B in terms of cot A cot B by replacing this. So the ultimate value of cot of a plus b, the ultimate value of cot a plus b is equal to cot a cot b minus 1 by cot b plus cot a. Similar process, we can evaluate the value of cot a minus b, which will be cot a cot b plus 1 by cot b minus cot a. Now I evaluate the formula of tan of a plus b plus c. Tan of a plus b plus c. To evaluate this, you can imagine this is a and this is b. Now apply the formula of tan a plus b. So if a plus b considered as a, that is tan a plus tan b by 1 minus tan a into tan b. Again put the value of tan a plus b, which is tan a plus tan b by 1 minus tan a tan b plus tan c by 1 minus tan of 1 minus tan a plus tan b by 1 minus tan a tan b into tan c. So tan a plus tan b plus tan c minus tan c tan a tan b. The LCM of numerator and denominator is 1 minus tan a tan b. So I can do here a step jump, which is 1 minus tan a tan b minus tan a tan c tan b tan c. So this is the formula of tan a plus b plus c. Now we discuss some special type of sum, which is first cos 8 degree plus sin 8 degree by cos 8 degree minus sin 8 degree is equal to cot 37 degree. We have to prove this sum. To solve it, we first see some terms that cos 8 sin 8. If we divide numerator and denominator, here we see that only cos and sin present, but we have to prove the term which is in terms of cot. It can be tan of 90 minus 37. It can be tan 53. So to observe this sum, that to observe the sum, you must think about tan, but we have no formula in tan. We have no formula in tan by the help of cos and sin. So we divide this cos 8 by cos 8 and so we can write here 1 plus tan 8 by 1 minus tan 8. Applying the formula of tan, here we can substitute 1 by tan 45, but this is very important step, that if we put the value of 1 like tan 45, then we have no formula. Actually, tan A plus tan B by tan A minus tan B, there is no formula of tan A plus B. So this step is very vital. We have to bring some 1 by multiply tan 8 degree. So 1 minus, if we do this, then the formula of tan is come, tan A plus tan B by 1 minus tan A, tan B, which is tan 45 plus 8, that is tan 53, that is cot 37. Please follow the sum. Now we prove that tan x plus tan 2x minus tan 3x is equal to minus tan 3x, tan 2x, tan x. We have to prove that tan x plus tan 2x minus tan 3x is equal to tan 3x into tan x into tan 2x. To do the sum, we first write tan 3x in terms of 2x and x. To follow the proof, we must do that. Then tan 3x is equal to tan A plus tan B by 1 minus tan A tan B. Now by cross multiply, tan 3x minus tan 3x into tan 2x into tan x is equal to tan 2x plus tan x. So tan 3x change it, minus tan 3x is equal to minus tan 3x into tan x to tan x. So we follow these x, 2x and 3x. We can write 3 in terms of 1 plus 2. This we'll use to prove the given sum. Now I am explain some different type of sum, which is very important not only in class 11 but also in class 12, which is root 3 plus root 3 sin x plus root 3 sin x plus cos x Find the maximum value of this. Find the maximum and minimum value. Find the maximum and minimum value. To do this, first I do this. To do this to do this maximum and minimum, to find maximum and minimum value, we must do this type of arrangement. How this idea will come in your mind? You must follow there root 3 and 1. Here is root 3 and 1. We bring 2. This formula or this type of sum is like this: a sin x plus b cos x. Here we follow that a and b is present. If we find the maximum and minimum value of this expression, we do this step. Root over a square plus b square, a by root over a square plus b square sin x, b by root over a square plus b square cos x. Likes or similar process we can do this, as here a is equal to root 3 and b is equal to 1. So root over a square plus b square, root over a square plus b square will be 2. So now we do we put the value of root 3 by 2, which is cos 30 sin x, and this is sin 30 cos x. That is, this is the formula of sin a plus b, which is now we know that sin of x plus 30, we know the maximum and minimum value of sin x is 1 and minus 1. That is, sin of x plus 30 less than 1 by multiply 2 both sides. So the maximum and minimum value are 2 and minus 2. But in this sum, a by root over a square plus b square, if we see that the triangle, this is a and this is a square plus b square, then this is b. If this is alpha, we can put there root over a square plus b square, a by root over a square plus b square, which is sin alpha sin x, and this will be b by a cos alpha cos x. In the previous sum, we see that this formula is of sin of a plus b. But here, if we choose a and b, if we choose a in base and b in perpendicular, then it will be cos alpha. So that is not any factor. Root over a square plus b square, and this will be cos of x minus alpha. So we know that cos of x minus alpha less than equals to 1, greater than equals to minus 1. Now by multiplying we get this result, and this is a sin x plus b cos x. So substitute this. So maximum value is this and minimum value is this. Okay.